So what you're seeing here is the one of the top of the notch phone from Apple, which is the iPhone 16 Pro, and the budget phone that the Samsung has to offer, which is the least that the Samsung could offer, and is the Samsung Galaxy A16 5G. Now I'm just making this test. The main purpose of this test is just to recognize the importance of the software on these both phones. Obviously, first I would like to talk the design on these both phones. So obviously the Samsung A16 is typical Samsung design that you get to see, and the Apple iPhone 16 Pro has the typical Pro design that the Apple follows for a couple of years. So obviously the iPhone 16 Pro is much more premium device than what you get to see as the A16, but nevertheless, like I would just say, like, it's just a fraction of the price what the Apple has to offer. And these are like designed on a completely different chassis, right? You can say the frame on the A16 is plastic, the back glass is not the glass, it's just a plastic, and the front you get the glass. On the Apple you get the glass on the front and the back, and then we have the titanium frame, which is obviously much more stronger than what you get to see on the A16 build wise, and it's a little bit heavier. It's feels premium in the hand. The cameras are pretty nice. Now I won't be talking of those stuffs in which the Apple is better. I will be just talking about the software and keep the video short, and we'll talk about the things in which the A16 is in which the A16 is better than the iPhone 16 Pro. Obviously the iPhone 16 Pro is better in most and I believe like on all of the aspects than what the A16 has to offer. But if we talk about the software, so I would just say like it's where the A16 shines in its price range. Like it has the same software capabilities that the flagship Samsung phones has to offer. I wouldn't talk about the camera. The cameras obviously are not comparable in any angle on these both phones, but they do the job on the A16 as well. If you want to just save some bucks, so that would be just the case. So the aspect that I'm talking about the software is the multitasking capabilities on this phone. So obviously you can just play games on this one. It's not that crash that you are not able to play any games on this one. You can enjoy all of the crux that the flagship phones has to offer, but in a little slower version, you can say. So let's talk about the simple apps. Like if you open the app, if you open, like, let's say for example Play Store, you can just open this one in the split screen. You might want to just open the YouTube on the over here, and you can just watch the video down here. You might want to just open the calculator up there, and you can just do multitasking as this. You can make this one as smaller as your like. You can just do swap of these both apps. You can just store this one on your home screen as a pair, and you can just open right away once you want to do that one, and you can just click on here and it just boom opens as is. And one thing more, so let's say for example if you just open the Play Store and you want to open this one as a pop-up view, so you can just drag around anywhere you want, and you can just do you can use rest of the screen for something else. You can make this one smaller. You can just play the YouTube video on this one. You can just make it smaller to just read it like icon, and you can click on this one and it opens that one. You can just roam around this one wherever you want. You can open like 2 or 3 apps on the screen itself and make the best use out of it. You can make this app go blur. So let's say for example if you're just watching a video on this one, playing video on the YouTube, you can make this one smaller. You can just drag it this one on the side, and it's really noticeable. You're just listening to the music and you have the full screen towards you to just maybe we can and you have the whole screen towards yourself to use this one. You can open the maybe if you just want to listen the music on the YouTube, you can just open this one on the side and you have the whole screen to yourself, which is like minimum interference that the window has to make on your full screen experience that you're getting on the A16. So that's the thing that I would just say, like it's just missing from the Apple, and there's a reason I always talk about, like, why don't Apple just introduce the multitasking through their phones. Obviously these all things just adds up to your user experience, and Apple can maybe do in their own way, like however they would just like to do, like, but before the Apple Intelligence, the Apple should just integrate these features into the iPhone software. Maybe they just do in the future, but I believe that could be much more useful than the AI itself, because the AI is still in very development phase on the iPhone 16 Pros. They're just upgrading this one, but however the software experience on the iPhone is very minimalistic if I would just overall compare as what the Samsung has to offer. Obviously if you're just logged down into Apple ecosystem, so it's a very good device in their own way. It's very easy to use and easy to navigate as well, but the software should be improved on the iPhone 16 Pro. Like if I talk about even the app management on this one, so let's talk about the app management. So like if I want to just move the apps over here, like from this to like maybe here, so it just switches down all of the apps over here as well, which is quite annoying. Like it's like I just find it hard to just manage the apps on the screen itself. However, if you want to just see the experience on this phone, so it doesn't work like that. So it just gives you, like, once I'm just moving this app here, so it just comes down here. It wouldn't just drag all other apps here and there as in case of the iPhone 16 Pro. Obviously iPhone 16 Pro, I would again say, is much more better device in terms of software and the camera and the chipset build wise, but the thing is that, like, the it's also considerably expensive than what the A16 is. And the A16, I really like the features that what I mentioned, the multitasking abilities, which Apple doesn't have. So Apple need to improve on those sections, on little corners, which just enhance the user experience, rather than just focusing on the AI, because if you can just cannot make the app arrangement easily, so that's kind of a problem. Because like it's small issues such as the multitasking, or you can say the app arrangement is not that refined on the iPhone still, and it always depends upon the person to person. Like some people are okay with that, they just want minimalistic, they're just happy with it. So obviously that in that case I would just say like the iPhone 16 Pro or any iPhone would be the best choice that a person could make, and the reason being that they are just logged into the Apple ecosystem. And but yeah, if you want something more value to money, then I would just say just to get the maybe this A16 would be the choice. And if you're just concerned about the cameras, obviously the iPhone 16 again would just come. So it all depends upon the preference. So for whom the A16 would be is like a person who just want to spend minimal amount of money and get the best out of it. I know like there has been like many other devices which are in the range of the A16, but the thing is that like the software experience that you're getting out of it is like really nice. And I would just say like obviously this device is a little bit laggy, so you might want to just consider the A25 or A35 to just have that sweet spot in between, and you will still be just saving a lot of money out of it. So yeah, so that's all for today. If you guys have any questions, you can just let me know down in the comments and I'll just try to answer those. And please like, share and subscribe, and have a good day. Bye.